Tonight on RGB, we sit down with the tightest mama on the turntables and the presenting world to see what makes her tick. It's LKG on RGB. Molweni Bantu, welcome to RGB, your favorite gossip show. I am a hologram of Sinazo Yolo, and November, besides being 5 to December, is also quality month.
Like bethuna ndungusamora wakwamangesi phakwa home affairs kodwa abantu estrateni bandibiza usweeter than
Korobela, baby.
ubuso bami smoother than ipanamera bethuna. Apart from it being yes 5 to December, it's also quality month about November, and it's time for the show that oozes everything that is quality out of every single pore. Fana njene guest yethu esabehleli nayo kwinkqubo yethu namhlanje. She just oozes quality in many different ways.
Okay, RGB is proud to be joined in studio by a woman who has donned more crowns in the entertainment world than glitter has sparkles. Here to share her journey from beauty queen to DJ to presenter, it girl, and everything in between. RGB welcomes LKG, baby.
Oh, that's super fine as well.
At some point.
That's fine. So in actual fact, it's a little bit of a reunion for you guys because you both worked on the link. However, Lerato ngene kwi makeup room yethu namhlanje, and I introduced myself to her. And I'm like, I'm Samora. And she's like, oh, I heard about you. Now it's very scary when people say this because you don't know what they've heard.
No, it was a good thing. No.
Oh.
So me nampuchaka wena or no obereka mo RGB and that you've been in the industry for quite some time. Because I was saying no araso tlhakane nna le wena. So napile, that's where it started and ended. I'm a bit disturbed by the photos in the background because
Yes! But we're going to get to those.
No, the ones before that one. But anyway, we'll get to that.
Let's start at the very beginning of your career. Kwakunini when you entered Miss Soweto, and what was the thinking behind it?
It was many years ago. I don't want to say how many years ago.
Okay, wait.
But it was
10 and 15?
Yeah,
10 and
yo,
20?
more than 10, more than 15, I think.
Round about 20.
Yeah.
Okay,
No, not 20. No, now you're pushing it.
We've got a range, guys. So you're in maths, you can solve
No, not even. But it was many years ago when I was very young and I was still trying to figure myself out. I always say, so it was just self-discovery, where I wanted to see what I could potentially do, what I was capable of, and I entered the beauty industry. And I didn't think I was gonna win when I entered, by the way.
And
it was
then
just
you won.
But when I got to the top 10, I was like, lava, Shem. You got up and lava. I'm winning this thing.
Tell us the story behind you actually entering Miss Soweto, because I once heard that it was actually to prove to your family that you can actually be the feminine girl.
Yes.
And not just...
Like I said, Nekile tomboy.
Yes.
So my mom took me to a modeling school. I think I was in my teens. Just so that I can learn grooming and also how to be a lady, how to sit properly, how to, the etiquette of being a lady. So when I entered... I was bad. I was such a boy, So it was because of that, to prove to my parents that I can become this lady that everyone wants me to be in the family. And I became that lady, and today I am even a finer lady, I believe.
So before you entered what is now the entertainment industry and where your career eventually ended up, Obuke wa flight attendant, if I remember correctly.
A lot of people don't know that I was in the aviation industry. I was a flight attendant for many years, about 4 years ago. Well, not 4 years ago, but for 4 years.
4 years,
it was more than 10 years ago.
Look, it seems it's kind of hard to reconcile people that you see on the TV screens, that you're seeing, in the magazines, and be like, no, Losiso, I got the city before chicken.
I've come a long way.
Disconnect.
I've come a long way. I've worked hard, but I think also another thing why I went into the aviation industry was self-discovery, because living in Soweto, always seeing these girls pulling their trolley bags, going to work, I was always fascinated by that. But once I got into the industry and really understood what it was about, that's when I realized I am not about this industry. No disrespect to flight attendants, but enough for me, it definitely was not for me. And that's when I decided, no, let me just leave this industry.
So then you decided to leave flying.
Yes.
And pursue television completely.
Yes.
But then you didn't tell your parents that?
So, you know, it's like, Mommy, sorry. Oh, but she knows the story already.
Yeah.
So, I think it was the pressure of I was driving a fancy car at that age and I was doing fairly well. You know, our daughter is a flight attendant, she makes money, she can maintain herself. And when I left, I lied and I said I was getting paid at Soweto TV, which I wasn't. So for many years, I was lying to my parents that, no, don't worry. Sharp, you know, yeah, this Soweto TV of yours, is it paying? No, it was paying. Meanwhile, I was actually volunteering for a very long time. And the reason why I was volunteering is because I have fallen in love with this big monster, not really a monster, which is the entertainment industry and it's television. And I was so hooked on it. And I became really passionate about it. And that's where I felt, you know what, money can come in a bit later. I want to master this craft. I want to be good at this thing.
Our Jonga industry and the fact that a lot of people are still getting paid peanuts.
Yeah.
What would you say so that the next girl who wants to be an LKG?
Do you know where it starts? It's with us. We have the platform. We need the unity. We need to start speaking. When we stand up, it shouldn't be one person stand up. We should all stand up together and fight this thing. I mean, there's a lot of people that are involved. Arts and culture needs to come in so that we all look and assess the situation, which has become a big problem. Yes, there are people who accept peanuts because they're desperate to be noticed or that are desperate to put bread on the table. But once you understand the industry and know your worth, you know what you should be getting. But a lot of times, us in the industry will say, yeah, no, we are all going in this thing together, and then you end up alone. You know, I've been in those situations many times on social media
I've seen those.
where I've opened up about what happens with brands, how we get exploited, and you see your peers keeping quiet and not saying anything. And you know that we are all going through the same struggles. So I think unity is the first thing that we need to do as entertainers as a whole, so that we are able to pave way and open up the industry a bit more for the ones that are coming in so that they get better fruits.
All right, speaking of getting paid, you've diversified your brand quite a lot.
Correct.
You're also a DJ, you're a radio
Multi-talented.
Multi-talented.
Voice. Yeah.
Out of these multiple jobs that you have, which one is the most
No,
high-paying?
leave me alone.
Which
Don't
is the
say
most
that.
high-paying?
You know, they all have different purposes. I love television with all my heart. I love DJing with all my heart. And they all play like different roles. When I'm on TV, like now, I mean, I was busy reading the auto cue and I'm like, I miss being on TV.
Yes.
There's a different kind of feeling that you have. With DJing, most of the time I use DJing as an escapism. I use music to communicate with people. I use music to heal myself. I use music to bring joy in other people's lives, even myself. So that's why I enjoy DJing and I'm so passionate about it. And there's also other things. So there isn't one that I can say is my favorite. They're all
we don't want to know which one is your favorite.
We want to know which one is high-paying.
Oh, high-paying.
The best-paying one.
Oh, high-paying.
Yes.
Oh, hello, it's the DJing.
Send us
And
a
I'm
YouTube
learning
tutorial.
DJ.
So, I'm going to be very honest because it's RGB and it's you guys. DJing it is the most paying for me. I don't know for other people.
Yeah.
I've literally bought properties. I've invested in businesses. All with DJing money.
And how long have you been DJing?
I've been DJing for 7 years now. It's now 7 years.
Okay.
Yeah, professionally 7 years.
All right.
And of course, there's radio DJing. It's also, it also pays, you know. What's up, Metro FM? I love you guys. How can I forget?
And you best mention all your employers as
I
best
know,
paid.
hey.
Otherwise, you might find yourself without a job.
Everybody that I work for, thank you, yes, love you guys. So no, but truly speaking, it does. It's a lot of hard work, though. And it doesn't happen instantly. I've seen a lot of people come in and want to be DJs in like five days. They want to be making lots of money. And I always say it doesn't work like that. I had to work hard to be where I am. It took me 2-3 years to convince not only myself, but the people, of course, from promoters to the public, to actually say that I'm really passionate about this thing that I've been doing quietly. I mean, when I met Zintle, I was DJing quietly behind the scenes, and now I decided to do it professionally.
So when we see you on the street, we thought Lerato just woke up one day
decided to be
and bought a pair of earphones and now goes shaya.
No. I was doing a show called Just Music with LKG and I used to DJ there. Yeah, so that's where Once in a while I DJ. That's where I fell in love with DJing. So I absolutely love it.
Bantu siyamazi uLerato ke is a lover of social media. So sifuna umnika ixesha loba asithi selfie kulo ndawo. Sondela sis. Sondela. And while we do that, you guys will take a commercial break. Siyabuya. Mwah.
Why am I getting up?
Coming up, we continue getting Lerato Kganyago to share the stories she only keeps in her diary.
We're going to RGB to continue our chat with Ms. Lerato Kganyago.
Now, the next thing Iril Kopoza and the world want to find out is what happened at Live Amp.
I loved every second of it. I loved working with Waras. I mean, Waras took me on like a sister, you know, and was always, like Mo Flavor, was always willing to teach.
Yes.
And he always had my back. I think he could tell if I was about to mess up or if I forgot something. We had this body language that we'd use. It was absolutely amazing. Working with the late Akumzi, you know, he was I can't even say he was because it feels so unreal still, but he was a perfect human being to me. He wanted what was best for everyone. And every day I think about him and I will forever be grateful every single day for the confidence that he actually planted in me with regards to doing live television.
Umkhulu kwa social media, and I've seen kutwa you are the mother of clapbacks.
I don't know where that comes from.
But here's the thing. I've seen a few interactions where somebody would try and come for you or kind of be, and then Lerato will be like,
yeah, you know how it is, Nazo. I am angisukela abantu mina. I literally live my own life. I mind my own business. You know, when I go on my timeline, I greet everyone and I'm polite. I've never ever provoked anyone. I've never insulted anyone. But sometimes, depending on how I feel, if I'm feeling like ndifuna ukuba ngenarish, and then you come for me, then I'll come for you.
What do you think?
It just depends. And also it's just the disrespect. The social media has given people, you know, the balls, if I can say so, to really disrespect people, actually forgetting that we are all humans. I always say it's coward behavior because you know that we won't be able to trace you. Well, now you can. You can be traced, by the way, on Twitter and Instagram. But it's cowardly. You are not able to come to me face to face and address me or say what you are saying. I always say, listen, if you can't say it in the streets, don't say it.
Yeah. So
and don't forget, I am still the girl from the hood.
Okay. So come correct when you approach.
Come correct. Yeah.
So sizawutshintsha tone kancinci wethu.
Ngiyazile nje.
You are no stranger to loss.
Yes.
We've seen you. You've spoken about your miscarriages before.
Correct.
But I want to start off with the loss of your best friend, Koyobana. How do you pick yourself up and deal with the loss and dust yourself off and continue to move when there's things like that are weighing so heavily on you as a person?
Speaking about Koyo's death, I struggled and I think I am still struggling. I have moments where I fall apart and realizing that he is not here, I'm not able to talk to him because he was one person in the industry that I trusted with all my heart, that I knew had my back and had my best interest with everything. The one person that I trust, and I say trust because I believe that he's still around me, you know. It just breaks my heart even now. I have not been able to actually delete his numbers. His WhatsApp conversations are still there. His voice notes are still there. When I have moments where I miss him, I'll go back to that and then I just have a bit of a breakdown. I think some people might have picked it up on social media because I'll start tweeting about him, you know. When I'm going through a lot in the industry, then I always say, God, you know, if he was here, he would be telling me, no, don't worry, Baba, it's gonna be like this, gonna be like that. But I think it's just strength. I don't know where I get the strength from because I've been broken many times in the industry and outside of the industry personally. I've gone through a lot of things that I feel a lot of people would not have been able to survive. And I don't know if I can say I've overcome certain things, but losing 2 children and having to move on so quickly and be in public and acting like everything is okay is the most painful thing that I've had to go through in my entire life. And having a constant reminder that I lost 2 souls, that were inside of me
Oh.
is, I can't even explain the feeling. I get lots of emails from women who have miscarried more than I have, who've lost, who had 6 miscarriages, etc. And it's a very painful thing. And actually this month is Infant and Child Loss Month, where people get to remember the people the children that they've lost. So it's months like this, it's moments like this where I reflect and I think about my struggles now with conceiving. But it's like I always say, everything happens for a reason. It's not happening because God wants to punish me, but it is happening because maybe it's just not the right time. And I believe I will have a child, whether it's IVF, whether it's, I'm freezing my eggs now, whether it's IVF, whether it's adoption, whether it's surrogacy. I will have a child. And for women that are watching, it's not the end. If you can't have your own children, if you can't bear your own children, there's always other options. And we need to actually start teaching people about that.
So we have the awareness.
We have to have the awareness.
Something like this happens.
Correct. Yeah.
This is how you can deal.
Yeah.
To have a very good support system, I'm sure, is also crucial for you to be able to have to wake up first thing in the morning,
Correct.
be able to put on that face.
I don't know why I'm getting teary, but yeah.
But to be able to put on that face for the public means support structure onaso, the friends, the family that keep you going must be very solid.
It is very. I've got a very supportive mother. I don't get that much support from my father. I speak openly about it, but I've got very supportive friends in the industry and outside of the industry. My best friend is a psychologist, so she always senses if I am falling apart inside, because I'm one person that I'd rather break down inside without people knowing and act like everything is okay than talk about what I'm going through. But I soldier on every day, I have my moments, but I always remember all the blessings that I have right now and all the other great things that are happening in my life and all the great friends and great family that I have around me that are supporting me to say, it's okay, you're not alone. Just because you haven't given birth, doesn't mean that you can't be a mother, or doesn't mean that you're not a mother. I always say that just because I have not given birth, it does not make me a mother, because I believe each and every one of us, women, are born as mothers. We all have that motherly instinct in us. Yeah.
Let's head on over to our social media pages, #Rekopoza, if you want to continue the conversation. But right now, let's take a quick commercial break. Zawuya with our conversation with Lerato in just a bit.
After the break, RGB continues getting closer to LKG than her makeup range.
Betuna, the continent's gossip leader, is back for the final chapter of our chat with your everyday Women Crush Wednesday, Lerato Kganyago. Lerato, now during the commercial break, we were talking, and I was talking about the fact that Facebook reminded me that I've once deviated from chocolate.
Try a little vanilla.
Have you ever maybe, swirled,
No, actually I haven't. I think I'm so boring. I haven't. And I've just stuck to what I know.
But baby, now you're a lady who travels, you know the world.
Yeah.
I'm not in a temptation.
Not even. No, or Italy. No, hola. Samuel. No, I haven't, hey? Or maybe I just haven't met anyone, from that race that is, potential.
That makes you want to think, okay, let me try this.
Yeah.
All right.
Still sticking with relationships. Abantu abaninzi still do not believe that you are not doing a double. Don't you know when DJs play together? With that DJ that happens to be naked but fully clothed.
Yes.
What is going on there?
Naked and I have been friends for many years, right? And we became very close.
How close is close?
During his divorce.
Ooh.
Okay.
So we became close during his divorce as friends. And also I was going through my own stuff. So, and we are just friends. And we'll always be friends.
I feel like that story was going somewhere. Like, okay, we were getting close during his divorce. I was going through something. And then one night we were just happening to be together. And
And then
But no,
we
just-
kissed.
Samora, you
no.
took a left turn and then the road was closed.
Yeah,
The
no,
left
like-
turn,
T-junction, yeah,
The fact,
Okay.
so she was leading us there. She was the taxi driver. But all of a sudden,
Storyteller.
No,
is-
we are very good friends.
Lerato,
We're
if
very good
naked is not the one for you, then a gentleman who is interested in catching your attention,
Yeah.
angenza ntoni? Ithini checklist.
Definitely someone who's not in the industry.
Okay.
Not interested. But I mean, it's so funny. I was having a conversation with my friend last night and I said, I love my rural boys. I love my
Okay.
the boys from the rural areas. I love them. Yeah, the ones that were brought up in the farms that still have, that are still very much cultured and
That
very much in
traditional
tune.
kind of manly
very
man.
Exactly. That are still very traditional.
do you have a specific
Those-
rural area? Maybe if we're talking Limpopo,
No.
Mpumalanga, KZN.
I haven't explored
Eastern Cape.
KZN yet,
Okay.
but
When
I've
I
just
say
been
Eastern
stuck.
Cape-
No, I haven't explored KZN yet, and I haven't explored Eastern Cape. But I've just
Really?
been stuck in Limpopo. I haven't explored Northwest. I've just been stuck in Limpopo. So,
Babes, have you never been
see-
dribbled by a Xhosa man?
No, I've never.
Wow, you have not played the game, hey?
Really?
Ah, you have not played
I
the
told
game.
you I'm boring. No.
You have not lived life.
No.
Listen, if there should be anything on your bucket list, bungee
that-
jumping, Xhosa man, same heartbeat.
Guys, I've never dated Xhosa man or a Zulu man
Okay.
or a Swati man.
So
or a
it is
Ndebele man.
Yamboroma elimpopo. Babes,
Yeah. No, but I'm willing to explore, Agiti. I'm willing to explore. So everybody is welcome.
So Lerato, you also have started a makeup line.
I just recently launched my own eyelash range, which is doing really well. It's called Flatter by
About no.
LKG. So I've always been a fan of anything that's got to do with beauty, and the beauty industry is growing so rapidly worldwide. Let me start somewhere. And I said with the lashes, the eyelashes, which are out, and they're doing really, really well. They're going to be going into stores soon. People will be able to buy them online too.
But
So, yeah.
also your type of eyelashes
Yes.
are different to ezabanye abantu. So I would imagine that they
Wow.
would want to... I mean, it's the truth. But Lerato, we are running out of time and we want to find out before we close it off.
Sure.
Ukubana kwenzeka ntoni na with the case yakho ye-assault.
Yes.
Apho wawuxutshwe
Yeah.
ngutata esingamaziyo.
Yes.
Who happened to be umuntu omhlophe
Yes.
in a supermarket.
So I haven't heard anything yet, but I heard that there was a newspaper article that they had arrested him, which is really unfortunate because I still didn't get a call from Honeydew Police Station. I feel like they could have called me to say we have found him. So even today they haven't phoned me yet. So apparently they have found him. So I don't know what has happened with him. It was a bit of a relief for me, and especially for my helper, of whom I was defending that day.
Because they called her the K word.
Yes, they called her the K word, and that's why I went in and protected her. And it became a huge altercation where I was strangled on camera. Footage was there. The footage they didn't want to release it for, apparently it's because of the law. You're not allowed to release the footage. And yeah, but I think most importantly for me at that moment was Horuta Aus Esther, that I love her so much. I mean, she's my second mom. She has been with me for so many years. Horuta, the importance of standing up for yourself.
Lerato, thank you so much for coming to join us.
Thank you for inviting me.
Wow. Yeah,
Oh, there's Frankie.
I wish we had, I don't know, another hour. Or
Right?
so.
SABC One, Sikela, an hour-long show, please. You know, these kind of conversations we cannot have in just 30 minutes.
Yeah,
Because
kaloku.
ininzi into esifuna uyingena siyingene in depth siphume siphinde sithathe i-ad break uyayiqonda
Yes.
loo nto kodwa sincedile ngozosibona nizivele ke nani bantu uLerato laying her life bare. Thank you so much for coming to join us once again.
for the
Bantu
invite.
uba nisafuna uqhubeleka incoko sikhona kwi-social medias. We're on Facebook
Yes.
at Official Real Koboza. I-hashtag esiyisebenzisayo ithini kanena apha ekhaya?
Real Koboza.
U-Instagram no-Twitter no-Twitter button ubona?
At Official RGB. And if you
Thank you.
prefer personal convos, then you can slide into our DMs. You can find Usnazo on at Snazo Yolwa. My personal one is at Samora_Mangesi. Lerato, Kabekfuna.
At Lerato Kganyago on Twitter and Instagram.
Bye-bye ke
Bye-bye.
bantu. Mwah, izobonana
Goodbye,
next week.
guys.